let's get to Monday Night Football now. So Baltimore at the Chargers on Monday night. And I'll give you a few trends and a pick that I'm going with before I give it off to you here. So Monday Night Football overs have been the way here. 10-4 this year, going over by 5.8 points per game. And then it's just simply Lamar. I mean, with the short line, this is his spot. As a favorite of 3 points or less or an underdog, he is 25-6 against the spread in the regular season. And in night games, he is 19-5 straight up. That is the best win percentage for any quarterback in the Super Bowl since the merger. And my bet, I like Dicker the kicker, over 1.5 field goals. He's had 1 field goal in 9 to 10 games, over 1.5 and 70%. And really the angle here is Baltimore's defense. They've allowed the third most field goal attempts and field goals made. Opposing teams, 19 of 36 in the red zone versus Baltimore. And last year, basically the same numbers. So I think it gets there. What do you like here?
Yeah, I took the Ravens side. I took Ravens -3 on the look ahead. So we lost the key number here. I don't love that, but I do still like the Ravens in the spot here. Certainly get the 2.5 if you can get it. I don't mind it still at the 3 if it gets back there by kickoff. I think it's a really important game for Baltimore. You got to have this one. After the way that they have played recently, they can close ground on Pittsburgh, who lost on Thursday night. And you kind of have to care about how you're doing against the Chargers, too. You lose this one, you're the 6th seed behind the Chargers, who now have the tiebreak on you. You might fall behind Denver. You might fall out at that point, the way things are going. So it's a big spot. It's the Harbaugh Bowl, obviously. I think the Chargers defense got a little bit exposed Sunday night against Cincinnati last week. Baltimore's offense is even more explosive and better that way. So I like their ability to score here. The Chargers, we know, want to run the football. That's not going to happen here in this game. Herbert's going to do some stuff, but I think Ladd McConkey is a real key here, and he's not necessarily good to go in this game. The Ravens are dead last DVOA against wide receiver 1. So if he's healthy and ready, I think the Chargers maybe can hang, but we'll see what he has to give. And if Herbert can do this another big primetime spot, he's been so good lately. Part of the reason I didn't mind the -3, Baltimore's last win, they beat the Bengals by that 1 point when the 2-pointer didn't come through. Their last win by less than 3 before that game was December 2022. Like you said, it's that 3 number. Basically, anything on that, I'm treating this almost like a money line. Like the Ravens don't win by these tiny margins usually. So another one of these LA games where I think it's home field advantage for the other team. There's going to be a lot of Ravens here. I like the Ravens -2.5. If you want a new play I haven't given out already, I like the first half under 25.5 is even odds. To me, this is just a splits thing. Baltimore's defense, 6th in the first half, 25th in the second half. Chargers defense, 2nd in the first half, 16th in the second half, 27th in the fourth quarter. We saw that last week as the Bengals made that huge push coming back. Chargers' first halves on the seasons are averaging under 19 points a game, all but 20 points or less in their first halves. So I think the total going as high as it has is kind of an overreaction to the Chargers game we saw last week. So I like the first half under here, but main play, just give me the Ravens. I think it's a good spot for them.
I like that first half under. That hit tonight. So both LA teams, they'll lose on Sunday Night Football. They'll lose on Monday Night Football. And the road crowds too, Philly and Baltimore. So that makes sense to me.